It is May, almost June, and this video is your reality check because we are pretty much halfway through the year. Hi, my name is Alize. I am a singer, music therapist, life coach, entrepreneur, and I work in property management. Have you been keeping up with the person that you said you were going to be at the beginning of the year? Because before you know it, December is going to be here. I don't want anybody to get there and then suddenly be looking back and having all these regrets and then saying, next year, that is going to be my year. And it just becomes a cycle of you continuously doing that over and over again, and that's not helpful to anybody. The time to commit to the changes that you wanted to make is now. I mean, it was just January and I remember sitting down and making this exact vision board. I just wanted to do a check-in and also congratulate the people who have been keeping up with all of those goals that they said that they were going to do, because I think it's also a good thing to reflect and look back on our progress and congratulate ourselves when we are doing those things, even if they're small, even if it's the smallest change, even if it's one thing on that list, and just reflecting on that, because I think we tend to be on to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, always on go, especially in that westernized society and mentality. So that's always not great either, is to not look back at our progress, at our growth, and to think, yeah, I did those things. And also, there's so much more that we can do and work on. So I have a challenge for you to take one unhealthy habit that you have been doing and replace it this week. Whether it be you opting out of the fast food option and instead going for a healthier alternative, instead of soda, choosing water, instead of watching TV, doing an at-home workout, any sort of switch that we can do that will get you closer to the person that you promised yourself you would be at the beginning of this year. That is your challenge for this week. And if you didn't make any goals in January, guess what? It's not too late to become a better version of yourself and to elevate and to grow. So make a goal. If you did not make a New Year's resolution because you do not believe in them, then make one now. Because I don't think that there is any harm in becoming a better version of you and becoming better than the person you were yesterday. Okay, work's getting to me a little bit because that is an exact saying from my work. But anyways, it's true. So another reality check that I wanted to give all of you is you are potentially consuming way too much. If you are feeling tired all the time, that your energy is drained, that it is very difficult for you to be social and talk to people and put yourself out there, and you just constantly feel like, I cannot do anything, I can barely get out of bed because I am so tired. We're exposed to so much sensory, emotional, and informational feedback and content and input, and your brain is working on overdrive to process all of it. We were not meant to consume and live like this. I mean, think back to our parents, our grandparents. Their versions of their brain was created to adapt to that kind of world where phones and all this technology didn't exist. And our brain is still wired to be that same way. It's not like think of it as a computer. You know how you can go ahead and reset and reboot to update to the newest system? Our brain doesn't have that reboot option. It just stays the same as it was. And so we ourselves are having to regulate our bodies and figure out how to adapt to this new age technology driven world. And so that's why you might notice that you find it more difficult to adjust and your energy is so much more depleted. Your brain works to filter out what you need to pay attention to and what you don't really need to pay attention to. But think about it. You have your phone, you're receiving your notifications, you might be thinking about work and what needs to be done for work. You have movies, TV playing in the background. You might have music playing in the background, traffic, the sounds of cars, the sounds of people talking. Any sort of outside external stimulation is being processed by your brain and is being filtered into, okay, this is something I need to actively pay attention to, or it's something that I can just put in the background. You might not realize that all these background things are happening, but they are, and your brain is working so hard to do it all. Over time, your body regulates all of this. So when it is working extra hard, especially when you are getting all these dopamine hits from your phone, when you're getting these cortisol hits because you are stressed out about work or having to pay bills, that is a lot to handle. And when your brain is working so hard to process all of this, that may lead to you becoming emotionally numb, becoming irritable, becoming withdrawn, and wanting to shut down. So my second challenge for all of you is to remove yourself from as much of this as you can. This might include, or actually definitely will have to include, doing a phone cleanse. Remove as much external stimuli as you can. Turn off the TV, turn off the music, turn off your phone, and touch some grass, honestly. Just try to limit as many outside noise as you possibly can. I would say that the easiest way to do this is just to go to a park, and the only noises that you kind of have is nature. Especially do this if you are feeling brain foggy, you've been very tired lately and you don't know why. This, I think, is something that we should always be doing as a sort of check-in with ourselves, and just to help us show up better at work, at school, for the people that we're in a relationship with, for our family. All of this is very, very important, and especially showing up better for yourself. So this was a shorter video. I just wanted to pop in really quick and give those little tips, and also remind you all that you are doing amazing. I feel, especially for me, I struggle a lot with, am I doing enough? Am I running behind? And so I tend to put a lot on my plate, probably more than I can handle, and then I wonder why I'm feeling so overwhelmed. But I think definitely taking a pause and taking a step back, and also realizing that I'm doing everything that I can, and acknowledging all the things that I've done, is a really, really great and helpful step to my routine. And so yeah, don't be so hard on yourself, especially if you're not able to do any of these things. I think it definitely takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of motivation. It's difficult for sure. I just wanted to give this like reminder too, because I think these reality checks of realizing how fast time is moving, I think we all are kind of feeling that. Doing our best to slow down in whatever ways we can, I think, are very helpful. Living in the present moment, doing things like going to the park, doing things like removing all of these external sources are really going to help slow down time a lot more than you think. And that feeling of it being slowed down is really going to help you to be more productive and start doing all the things that you want to do, to start doing all the things that you said you were going to do and then don't. And then help you realize that, oh, I have so much time, I don't need to be so hard on myself if I don't do A, B, and C. And then at the same time, acknowledging the wins. Even just going outside and turning your phone off is a win. Just drinking the water is a win. Opting for a healthier option is a win. Being nice to yourself and talking to yourself nice when you mess up, when you make a mistake, when you do get the fast food, when you do realize, oh, I'm too tired to go to the gym, I actually just need to sit down and watch TV, and then being nice to yourself about that is a win as well. And saying, okay, I didn't do the thing that I said I was going to do, but that's okay, I have tomorrow and I will do it tomorrow. But make sure to commit to that and actually do it tomorrow. But I think sometimes we might get caught up in our head and thinking, oh my gosh, like, you didn't go to the gym again, you're so lazy, why are you like this? And that's not productive either. So always trying to make sure that you are as well talking to yourself nice, because I personally think that's the biggest win ever. If you need help balancing your life and want to elevate more towards luxury living and wellness, you can definitely check out my planner. It is digital and it is all about elevating luxury living. That is linked below in my online shop. Through there, you can also find wellness things such as my manifestation candle, journal, and more. All of those are available for purchase. Secondly, another thing that I'm really, really excited about is my second album, Modern Elegance, is coming out very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. It's dark pop, atmospheric vibes, and all of the lyrics are very positive and about transformative living. Every single word that I write into my songs are all very intentional. These episodes are also available in podcast format if you prefer listening through that. If you're interested in healthy recipes and more wellness tips, you can check out my blog. Lastly, all of my socials, including my LTK and my ShopMy, if you want to see my style, maybe consider purchasing some of my style. All right, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember to choose grace, move with intention, and elegance is a mindset. I will see you all in my next video, and goodbye.